Hello FlossTube, welcome to the Steel City Stitchers channel, and this is a special edition episode. This is the StitchyBox horror box unboxing video. If you watch anything about our channel, you will recall a couple times that I have made comments about waiting for this box and waiting for this box. And September 20, I don't remember what day today is, September 21st, the box finally arrived. So the box was initially supposed to arrive in March, and it arrived today. So this is what I received. Initial impressions of the box, I'm not impressed. The box total cost was $80. And there's really not a lot of detail about what comes in the box, so it's kind of left up to, your own imagination of what would come into a box. Just from having been the recipient of the Wishy Stitcher box before, due to the fact that we dye the fabric for it, and also Erin and I received the Color and Cotton Harvest box last year, which were comparable in price. Those ones were a little bit more expensive than this, but expectations were obviously high, especially for the amount of time that it took to procure the box. So I did open, and just to see kind of what it looked like before I opened on camera today. And so this is what is inside. And there's a letter. So this is the StitchyBox 2020 Horror Small Batch Box. And it says that there's 30 packages all labeled a day number. So please start with day 1. You can start opening up your goodies whenever you'd like, but our official opening days start on October 1st, 2020. Obviously, if you are the recipient of the horror box, this is a reveal video, so don't watch unless you want to know what is in your packages. I'm going to open all 30 packages on this video. Just because I've been waiting a really long time to get this, and I'm not going to wait another, 39 days to completely open everything in this box. I definitely would not start on October 1st. So let's see what we got. So it may take me a second just to dig through to find the numbers, but I did find day 1 already. So packages come in different paper with these little day stickers with a little skull on them, which is cute. So day 1, we received Flower Silk by StitchyBox. It's a semi-matte 6-strand hand-dyed silk floss, not guaranteed color fast, in the colorway Persephone. So that's cool. That's like a blood color. This is the tag. So that was day 1. Sorry for the crinkle. Let's see if we can find day 2. I found day 3. The concept of this is super cute. I'm not the patient type of person that would wait and open one of these every single day. But if you are, then having this type of advent type box is really cute. Okay, day 2. These are silver hematite skulls. Great for accenting a scary project. Those are really cute. Looks like they have holes at the top and the bottom, so it looks like you can secure them with thread, and that would be cute, like on the corner of like a little pincushion or something. So those are adorable. Okay, day 3. I just dropped it. It is, a zombie charm. Add an undead touch to your stitching with this fun zombie charm. And he is cute. That's cute. Okay, so that's day 3. Again, just maybe cute little accents that I can add to little pin cushions or finishes in some way. Day 4. There are 4 beads. I'm sorry, 3 beads. And there is a piece of paper in the bottom that I can't seem to get out. So let's see if I can set these down without them rolling everywhere. Red Tiger's Eye rounds. Red Tiger's Eye is supposed to increase motivation, just what you need to escape the horde of undead outside. So there are 3 of these little tiny red beads. Okay. Let's stay closed. Okay, let's try to find day 5. I mean, so far, the stuff is cute. Definitely smaller stuff, but you don't expect to get huge things in every single thing. There's 30 things, obviously. Day 5 is Weeks Dye Works Cotton, a dark, foggy London street. You can't find a more classic setting for a horror story. And it is London Fog by Weeks Dye Works. That's really pretty. Has tans and green and gray in it. Speaking of which, we just watched Dracula the other night to start off our Halloween-y. We're in the Halloween spirit at this point, so we're starting to watch our horror type movies. We're not big horror movie people in the classic sense. My husband's not. I will watch them, but we like more of like Dracula and Frankenstein and things like that. Dawn of the Dead, of course, is my favorite, and being from Pittsburgh, the original Dawn of the Dead was filmed at the Monroeville Mall, the old Monroeville Mall, which is pretty cool. George Romero was from Pittsburgh, and Stephen King was very good friends with George Romero. So some of Stephen King's stories are set in the Pittsburgh area too. If you've ever read the book Christine, some of his short stories talk about Pittsburgh, so it's cool just that my favorite author also has a connection to my town. Day 6 is a Swarovski moon. If you are lucky, you'll have the moonlight to help you on your desperate run through the forest. So it's just a moon. A lot of like little beady accent things, which is cute, but again, you got to find the right place for them. All right, so that was day 6. Day 7. This feels like a piece of fabric or finishing fabric of some type. And every package does come with a little, just a little piece of paper with a description of what what the item actually is, which I think is cool. This is a charcoal 32 count linen. Charcoal is a great choice when you want a dark black background, but you want to actually be able to see your fabric. Smiley face. I agree. So, decent size cut of charcoal 32 count linen. Not bad for a small Halloween-esque type piece. So that's pretty cool. It's not serged or anything, but it's more than fine. Not that I'm going to serge it. Okay, so what was day 7? Day 8. I hope you guys are enjoying this. This is actually kind of fun. It's like 30 little surprises that we're opening together. Okay, this is a bunch of little red beads. These are Miyuki Mini Fringe. Takes a special type of stitcher to finish their projects with little droplets of blood, but something tells me you might go for it. So those are cute. Definitely could find some use for these. Oh, and they are like droplets. You can't tell on this video, but they are in the shape of like blood drops. You can tell like kind of right there. Those are really cool, and I can definitely use these on my Dracula piece on our blood spatter fabric, just to add a little bit of extra to his fangs maybe, which would be super cool. So those are really fun. I like those. Day 9. I could have put these in order prior to starting, but I'm getting enjoyment out of rooting around through this box. Day 9. Ooh. Just a little piece of finishing lace. I can always find something to do with that. That's cute. And it has little bats. So that's neat. Just to add a little something. There's no tag in that one, so I'm not sure if there's a specific designer to shout out or creator to shout out on that one. Okay, day 9. Day 10. Oh, got another thing of thread. Dinky dyes. Why does fake blood never look like actual blood? Unless you buy our blood spatter fabric, then it does. But this is fake blood, and it's very pink. This is not a color that I would use for blood at all. Of course, blood is more of like that dark brownish red, especially when dried, or you want like that vibrant blood red. Without more of like the magenta tones in it. So it's a really cute color, but I would not consider this to be a blood color, but it's a pretty pink. And it's dinky dye, so that's cool. An 8 meter. Okay. All right, day 11. There's like one bigger thing, and I have no clue what is at the bottom, but there's something at the bottom that I have no idea what it is. So. Cable thread loops. Oh. What do you do with this? I'm not 100% sure. Oh, this. Okay. Just loops. We'll have to play around with those, putting them together. They're not very pliable. All right, day 12. Day 12. Where are you, day 12? Huh. Beads, more beads. These are opaque gunmetal from Delica. They're little seed beads and just this cool gray gunmetal color. So those are neat. I don't incorporate a lot of beads, I mean, other than if I'm doing a mirabilia, but I guess I never really thought about you could add beads really to any pattern that you wanted to. Day 12, day 13. Where are you? Day 13. I am putting them all back in their bags too, so that the girls can play with it. Ooh, Chianti Rick Rack is Dr. Lecter's favorite finishing trim. It is. That's pretty. Can definitely use this. I love Rick Rack, and that's cute to sew onto a little pillow or something, or a little pincushion. So that's fun. From Lady Dot Rick Rack. Cute. All right, day 14. Scarf is courtesy of my sister. She bought this for me. Of course, it has skulls all over it. And I'm wearing my infamous yellow sweater that is like faded beyond belief, and I love it. All right, here's some Gentle Arts cotton. If you see a lot of fresh earth overturned in a graveyard, it's time to start looking out for zombies. And this is called Fresh Earth. So, pretty brown. It's a StitchyBox exclusive. Has really subtle variegation, so that's pretty. All right, day 15 is this larger package. So this will be fun. What do we got in here? Oh, this is actually like sealed. Ooh, this one's cute. I Will Cut You by Lucy Beam. Eee, that one's cute. And it says snip, snip, snip. That's fun. I've seen this pattern out before, so this is cute. This will look cute in my craft room. That's fun. Okay, that was day 15. Day 16. Ooh. Red burlap bag. If you need to transport a bloody object, put it in a blood-colored bag. That's cute. It's ripped. So it's kind of a bummer. The threads came out. But once you tie it up, oh, no, it's still pretty visible. Well, that stinks. I could probably put something around it, but I mean, it's just a little red burlap bag. All right, so that's day 16, day 17. These are Swarovski 2mm crystals, jet black crystals make for great eyes of ghouls and other creepy creatures. So there's 2, 4, 6, 8. There's 10 in there. Day 18. More beads. These ones are pretty. Preciosa. Seed beads, opaque rainbow brown. Those are pretty. Yeah. A lot of beads. Which is great if you like beads. I mean, like I said, I could probably find some use for them, but unless it's in a pattern, it's hard for me to figure out what to do with it. Day 19. Okay, this is Stitchy Silk, Silk Floss. If you're going to be chased by monsters or a serial killer, try to do it on a full moon night. Moonlight is your friend when stumbling around a forest. So this is called French Spun Silk in the colorway Moonlight from Stitchy Silk. It's pretty. It's not sparkly, but it definitely has like a little bit of an iridescence to it. So that's really pretty. I like that. All right, day 20. What is this? With all the red trims and embellishments in this box, I thought a spool of blood red Nemo would be a useful addition. Cool. I mean, it's sparkly. I don't know really what to do with it. Do you use this in a sewing machine? Or do you just use it like as regular floss? Like thread? Not embroidery floss, but just thread. Interesting. All right, day 21. More beads. Frosted light gray beads. They are frosted, aren't they? They're very foggy gray beads make great nighttime clouds or great wording on darker fabrics. You don't get a ton, so you probably can't spell out too much, but yeah, I could see it as being a little bit of an accent. If you know what to do with beads. Day 22. This is cool. Linen tape ribbon, a more subtle red. This linen tape is great for finishing. That's neat. It's almost like a denim-y type of red. So that's cool. Definitely have some finishing I could do with that. Day 23 already, people. Coming down to the wire. Got another piece of fabric, it looks like. This is called Buttermilk in a fat 16th. It's a 28 count Lugana from Fiber on a Whim. That's a small piece of 28 for sure. Probably could do some 1/1, but it's not bad. It's a 16th. So with the right small little pattern, you could fit it on there. And it is a nice neutral color. Okay, day 24. Ooh. Now, DMC C816 Etoile. So that would look cool on that charcoal linen, and that's what it says on here. Pair with the charcoal linen from earlier in this box. And maybe some of those like foggy gray beads. So that's pretty cool. Day 25. It is the world's tiniest needle minder. Boop. But it's a shark fin. Jaws needle minder. Donut. Donut, the scariest sea creature is coming for your needles. It is cute though. Day 26. Almost down to the wire. More beads. Hi, Cece, more beads. Black cat. Very fitting for opening a Halloween box or horror box. All right, Miyuki opaque red. Those are cool. Those look more like blood red to me too. Tiny blood spatter beads are always useful. And she actually put splatter, but it is spatter. Fun fact from our blood spatter fabric. Day 27. Blood spatter, well, splatter fabric. And that's really blood spattered. So that's a cute little piece. It's tiny. I don't know even what count this is, but it's minuscule. This could just be finishing fabric. I mean, you could stitch on it. It's really tiny, but it's probably more so for finishing fabric. So this would be cute to back something. All right, we're coming down to the wire here. 28. I'm not opening this one very gracefully. After all the strenuous demon fighting or serial killing, sit back with a lovely glass of Merlot and plan your next project. This is another French spun silk and the colorway Merlot. It's like almost like a brownish red. So that's pretty. By StitchyBox. Okay, 29. Now I'm just getting to the point where I'm ripping like an animal. Two giant beads. Rainbow moonstone, round moon to accent your nighttime projects. Those would actually make cute earrings. All right, last day, day 30 in the box. This is what it looks like. Not sure what's inside. So it is a pattern from the Witchy Stitcher, made exclusively for StitchyBox, and it is called Demonade. So when life gives you demons, make Demonade. So that's cute. And of course, I'm a huge fan of the Witchy Stitcher. So that's fun. So let's talk final thoughts. I like the idea of the Advent box. I thought it was really fun to open up 30 individualized packages and have them all be a surprise. It would be interesting to do it once per day throughout the month of October if you chose to do it that way. So you would have a little surprise every single day. For the impatient people in the world, such as myself, I wanted to just open them all right away. I think a lot of my anticipation with getting the box was, and my excitement and impatience about it, is because that we waited for so long to get this box. It is fitting that the box came in the end of September, so almost the beginning of October. Timing made sense, but you know, and that's fine if that was the intent. But I really think the expectation was set incorrectly from StitchyBox from the beginning, was saying that the packages were to arrive at the beginning of the year. And, you know, COVID and all of those things, you know, that plays a role. And I know that that played a role in a lot of shipping, but, you know, we're handling it at this point. You know, we're how many months into COVID? Shipping could have been a lot faster. And the communication was not there. So even updates, email updates, just saying like the box is slated to be released on this date would have been better than no communication at all. I will not be purchasing another StitchyBox. I think the stuff was cute. You did get 2 small pieces of fabric, a piece of finishing fabric. That burlap bag was not great quality. A lot of beads. So if you're not a bead person, you know, and I get it, she needs to fill 30 different little items, and beads are probably easy to do. But just for what I got, I don't think that it was worth it. I would have rather spent $80 on fabric and thread that I was actually going to use. But that's the risk that you run when you get any type of unboxing box. You just don't know what you're going to get. So all in all, it was fun. I'll never do it again. The stuff is cute, but like I said, just not extremely practical for the type of crafter that I am. So I hope that this swayed you one way or another. And if you do choose to purchase a StitchyBox, just know that, you know, expectations up front will not be set. And if you're not that impatient like I am, then that probably won't bother you. But it definitely bothered me, and it definitely affected my opinion about the box itself and ever purchasing a box from her in the future. So, so that is our video. Please leave any comments or questions that you have below. If you want to get any additional information about some items that you've seen in the box, I'd be happy to respond to you individually with what I have, what I know. So if anything struck your fancy, I can get you the details. I'm not going to list everything out in the description box. And we'll go from there. So I'd like to hear your thoughts. What was your impression of the box? Would you purchase a StitchyBox based on what you saw? How would you have opened your StitchyBox? Would you have done it all at once, or would you have done it once a day? So yeah, let's get interactive and let me know what you think. And we will be back with our regularly scheduled videos shortly. So thanks for watching, guys. This is Kristen from the Steel City Stitchers, and I will see you all later. Bye.